What is usability testing? Most of the online courses confusing usability with accessibility. You know, it's other type, or it's part of the usability testing. The accessibility testing mostly focuses on how a differently abled person, someone with a visual impaired or audio impaired people, are able to access our systems. But the major use case of usability testing is the information flow, how well it can be informed to the user in a general user. Like you have millions of users, and then at least half of them or more half of them are able to access it in a browser or a mobile application. When it happens, how the flow of information goes to you, goes to the consumer, is what usability testing focus on. Think about it in like how easy it is to log in, how easy it is to identify help when you stuck on something. I mean, if you are in a page and it gives you a pop-up and then you wanted to enter the pop-up, as a user, sometimes I wanted to enter the information, sometimes I don't. I mean, if I'm popping you up with the subscription model, and then the subscription model asking you to enter your email and then pay it, sometimes you wanted to read it free. I mean, as an application provider, as a developer, I might block you from accessing my data without paying, but the user should be able to inform about this decision that, hey, you can only read it if you pay it. That's the ideal information a consumer wants. As a consumer, that's what I want. I go to a website, it says it only allows you to read when it pays, makes sense. Only allows you to read for subscriptions, that makes sense. But if you are giving me a pop-up and then it's not navigating away anywhere, and if it only goes to a random payment processor, I mean, Stripe or Razorpay may be popular, but non-popular payment systems are popping up out of the blue, then I may not want to pay, and I wanted to read the document anyway. So you have to inform me that I'm not allowed to read based on the payment. So that information. Then I wanted to have help. I already paid you, and then I try to do something, I try to access, and then you are popping up with random errors. If it says unexpected error, unknown error, and all those random errors will be a problem for a user. So that's what usability means. And mostly usability testing is focuses or identified by exploratory testing. You know, you do random access, you try to act as a user, and then you randomly go through this functionality. Sometimes usability testing, why it is important or how it becomes important case is, usability testing may be working based on what is intended. You know, when you are developing as a developer or a project manager, you might not think wanted to show exploratory, wanted to show a clear explained message that, okay, this is what you wanted to create. At that point in time, you might not even expect an error to happen when I'm creating an account, or when I'm account is created and it serves 500 error. That's something you don't expect at that time, so you assume that will work, but it will not. So that's why usability is important. What kind of error messages we are showing, how we are showing, how easy for the user to recover from this error. Can he refill the information? Can he go back to the previous page? Can he go back, move to the navigate to the next page? So those kind of navigational information navigations and information flow is what tested in usability testing.